And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the Line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
Jabron.
Oh, the Parlay Pounder.
You got it.
Yes, sir. And we got to wrap it up with a little Major League Baseball.
We have to.
Final segment. We're going big. The big leagues.
The big leagues.
Do we want to do a little reminiscing here? Kind of call ourselves out.
Well, the first thing that I wanted to get at, Andy, and I'll jump right on this sword. The Kansas City Royals. I think we all kind of knew that they're going to be bad in our, pre-show.
Yes.
Predating the season. We kind of gave our thoughts on each of the local teams, the Royals, the Twins, the Rockies, the Cardinals, the Cubs, all that kind of stuff. And I knew that they were going to be bad, Andy. I really did.
Yeah.
I did not think they were going to be this bad.
Well, they got 10, 11 wins?
They got 11 wins as of this recording. The Royals, to me, fall to the worst team in baseball spot in the rankings after losing 2 of 3 to the Oakland A's at home over this past weekend. Aside from the offensive contributions from Salvador Perez, it's tough to find any positive in Kansas City right now.
No.
And what I got to call myself out on is I had this team winning over 68.5 games. They got 11 right now. That ain't going to happen. If you're losing to a team 2 out of 3 that's only won 8 games, the Athletics, you're not going to do very well in those over bets.
Yeah, and that's kind of been one of the overriding shock, and I've seen some articles about is like how many bad, like really bad teams there are in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
It's like they figured out, hey, if we want another run at this, we got to tank. We got to tank for a couple of years here. And man, it appears that way because I've actually seen a lot of articles, and maybe it's just because we're in Omaha with the Storm Chasers, but I've seen a lot of articles about their AAA baseball team more than I have their Major League baseball team.
Yeah, more people are excited about the Storm Chasers than they are the Royals. And I think another thing, Andy, and I'm not trying to say that they're tanking and stuff, but Kansas City's all, they're ready for the downtown baseball stadium. They want to move downtown. They want to get out of that park with the Arrowhead. They want to, be a premier baseball team downtown KC. So I don't know if that's, promoting anything into it, but they are not good right now, and they're one of the worst teams, and that is a good thing for my team, the Minnesota Twins, that are winning the American League Central Division right now with a record of 20-17, the only team in the Central with a winning record right now.
Won yesterday. They're also 19-17 against the spread. Not too shabby.
Pretty good. So, a line right now that I like, Andy, is right now the Minnesota Twins to make the playoffs is at a -180.
Okay.
So that's not terrible odds, but to win the American League Central right now is at a -165. And I think they have a very good shot at doing that. They have the best lineup in the American League Central, and I want to say that they do have the best pitching rotation in the Central. So if you're, hot on the Twins right now is a good time to double down just because I think that they are the clearly best team in the Central.
I think so, too. I think you can make that argument. We're closing in on 40 games this season, for all the squads. And so it's not early anymore.
No.
You're starting to see trends. You're starting to see things kind of play themselves out. And I like the Twins in the preseason to win the Central anyway. People are talking White Sox, and some of those games have been hard to watch. The Twins, though, they're holding serve. They're winning at home and splitting out on the road. So
exactly,
I like the Twins. I like the Twins there. Another team that we kind of were off base on was the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh my God, Andy!
But they could still come back here. I really do believe that because the Pirates. I mean, we both kind of thought the Pirates give me a break.
Yeah,
forget it.
Yep.
But man,
they've shot out of a cannon.
They've come back down to earth recently,
a little bit.
Though. The last 7 or 8 games they haven't looked so good.
Yeah.
So that's where you're going to start seeing. Okay, now those wins are going to start shifting towards the Cardinals. Yeah, and you're going to have it compiling too. You're going to have St. Louis winning more, and you're going to have Pittsburgh losing more. So I still think for all of our St. Louis Cardinals fans, and there's a lot of them out there,
for sure.
There's still hope. It's still early
right
enough.
now. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get at, Andy, is don't, hang your head. You still have many, many All-Stars on this team. this is the rock bottom for the Cardinals. And if this is the rock bottom for your team, like, you're early enough in the season that you still can come back and stuff, that isn't a rock bottom for a team like me and you are fans of. Like, this is season in, season out kind of stuff. Yeah. But they lost 8 in a row before finally picking up a win against the Detroit Tigers on Sunday behind a 3-homer game from their guy, Paul Goldschmidt. But, I just think their pitching really, really needs to come alive here. One bet that if you are a Cardinals backer right now, for the Cardinals to make the playoffs right now is at plus 200. So that is some value bet right there. If you are a homer for the Cardinals, that's probably pretty good for you.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that the Cardinals always find a way. They always find a way, and I just feel like how the Pittsburgh has been on a slide as of recent, and they got
1-9 out of their last 10 games. Pittsburgh is.
There you go. And the Cardinals are going to turn around. They always do.
They're only 8 games out of first place right now, Andy. It's really early. Like we said, Pittsburgh is 1-9 in their last 10. Milwaukee, who's second in the division, is 2-8 in that span. And then it's very definitely doable for the St. Louis Cardinals. Yep. Like we said, they have the playmakers to do it. Plus 200. That's probably a pretty good bet. That's making it in on a wild card. So, plus 200.
Just the one wild card game. Yeah,
for sure.
Another team that we all kind of pegged for bottom dwellers, and they maybe haven't been that bad, but they're still bottom 4, bottom 5 in power rankings. That's the Colorado Rockies out there in Denver. Yeah. What are they? 16-22, 17-22 right now.
16 wins.
Yep. So I mean, maybe not as bad as some predicted.
Yeah,
but definitely not on they're not 500 or few games below 500. So I think the Cardinals may be a little bit better than what some expected, but there's a lot of season left here.
Yeah, exactly. The Rockies entered last week riding an ugly 4-14 stretch, but they finished, this past week with a 5-1 against the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. So, that's probably going to be one of their most successful stretches of the year. But yeah, give it up to the Rockies. They're probably a little bit better than we thought they were, but like you said, still bottom dwellers. Not going to have much at the end of the season. So if you're a Rockies fan, turn it in now, I guess.
Hey, remember we had old Matt Plotchik on?
We did
for that first week there, and he was going off about the Atlanta Braves.
Yes,
and he was right in a big way. Ronald Acuna Jr., he had him as a front runner for MVP. Opened up at plus 900. Now he's emerged as one of the early favorites at plus 275.
Yeah.
And he also said, I like Atlanta to win the division, not only because of Acuna Jr., Spencer Strider. Remember we talked about the mustache? He's emerged as one of the NL Cy Young.
No doubt.
Guys sitting out in front there, rocking a 2.57 ERA, 2.57 ERA right now, 57 strikeouts, just throwing heat.
Yeah.
And, if you're going to throw something out there, he opened at plus 800. For that Cy Young. Now he's sitting at plus 225. So the odds makers, they're making adjustments as well.
Exactly, Andy. And that is a very good bet. Spencer Strider is one of the best in baseball. That plus 225 is very good odds right now. Like you said, with Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 175 for the National League MVP. Yep. I want to flip it to the American League, Andy, because I just feel it's a shoo-in.
A shoo-in.
A shoo-in for Shohei.
A lock.
A shoo-in for Shohei. Ohtani is going to win the American League MVP again. He's at minus 105 right now, Andy. The next closest best bet for him is plus 800 to his teammate, Mike Trout.
Yeah, it's insane.
If we're almost 40 games in, and he's already a minus money to win the MVP. That's a lock if you can find one.
He just passed. I mean, and it's just he's passing names like Babe Ruth. He just passed Babe Ruth for most strikeouts. Yep. It's just crazy. And then when you get to check names off like that during a season like this. I need you, Shohei the way. So I'm not going to do that anymore, but I would have to agree with you. Ohtani.
Yeah, for AL MVP.
I mean, it's already minus money.
Yeah, it's already minus 105 already to win the American League MVP.
It's still a good bet, though, I think.
It is.
Right?
It is. It's a lock. People don't have minus money for MVPs 35 games into the season. It's unheard of. It's absolutely atrocious that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to see somebody, go off on a tangent and not have as good a year as Shohei Ohtani.
Every year that he starts 20 games and hits 20 home runs, I think he should be a shoo-in.
He should be.
For
Nobody
MVP.
else is doing that stuff.
Yeah, give me a break. That's crazy. And then he plays the field, plays the infield. On his off days, he'll DH. Like that guy just should be the shoo-in every year for you're suiting up? You're the MVP.
And for once, they have a winning record at this point in the season. So the Angels are still in it. They're still, trying to be a team that's in contention. And with those two superstars, it's going to be hard for them not to be. So, no, Shohei is a shoo-in for the MVP.
Do you have any other props like that you want to get at?
Yeah, I do.
Real quick?
I want to talk about Yoshida for the Boston Red Sox. Masataka Yoshida is going to be the American League Rookie of the Year. He's at plus 120 right now.
Okay.
The Red Sox, huge market team.
Yep.
This guy is one of their best players right now.
He's going to get a lot of attention.
He's going to get a lot of votes.
Yep.
Right now, Yoshida for the Boston Red Sox at plus 120. Lock that in. Lock in Shohei. Those are my two best bets for the Major League going forward.
Pretty good looking futures there. All right, you heard the horn. That means we're up against it. So that'll about do it for us this week. Be sure to follow us on ESPN, Tri-Cities Radio, our Twitter handle, and also our YouTube channel. Just clicked over 1,000 subs. Thank you, each and every single one of you. That has been a lot of fun for us to do, especially those short videos.
Yeah.
The interaction, that's been a lot of fun to watch. We also got those daily free picks over on TikTok. For Jabron, the Parlay Pounder, I'm Andy Klassen. Thank you for listening. This has been WTL.